Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And so today we're going to get into a collective message. See what the energy is for you, what messages are most relevant for you at this time. At the time of this video, we're in the energy of a full moon. Full moon in Leo, one of the first of the season. So let's find out what the energy is, what messages are coming forth, and what it is that you need to know at this time. Okay, thank you. I'm going to take all three of those. Okay, so taking all three of those, let me hit the lights. Okay, so first out, we have the Uruz rune, Uruz. And Uruz is all about strength, as you can see here. Strength. The ox is the spirit animal that's represented with that. And with the Uruz rune coming out here first, it's that some of you are in a powerful time of manifestation. Feeling powerful within spirit. Powerful potentially, like untamed potential. There's this energy of primal life force. So in the mundane, it's about having like physical strength, feeling more healthy in your body, feeling more energetic. But on a spiritual, this is some of you are you're like feeling your life force. You're moving forward with your energy. You're creating. You're using your energy for some of you at this time to, like, with it being the Uruz rune, it's like if there's some things that are going on around you, then at this time you're using your energetic strength. You're strengthening your energy body. And for some of you, for the things that are going on around you, you're protecting yourself, strengthening your energy body to protect your psychic, your psyche from being trauma. So you're protecting yourself from traumatization was what I was going to say. But from trauma in general. So like whatever is going on, it's like you're not going to let it break you down. You know that you've overcome battles before. I get this energy that many of you are feeling stronger within self. And you're ready to face any challenges that are coming for you, against you, to you. To just face life head on and move forward with whatever's coming forward. And this is a part of this protecting your psyche. This is also a part of you tapping into that primal power, that untamed potential. I'm hearing like many of you are asserting your rights. Spiritual rights. But just wanting to exist and be free. And feel strong within your existence is what I'm getting here. We also have the Laguz and Fehu. So a lot of you are feeling stronger emotionally with Laguz here. As you can see, this rune is all about water. And we know that the water represents the emotion. So many of you are feeling strong emotionally, even though it could feel like, I'm getting like, some of you may be feeling like your emotions are pouring out of you, like a waterfall. And instead of resisting these emotions, instead of trying to bottle them up, you're allowing them to flow. And this is allowing for you to protect your psyche. This is allowing for you to be strengthened as well in your emotional body, because you're not pinning it up, you're not trying to resist it, you're facing the emotions head on and you're allowing them to release. And this is making you, or creating this wealth all around you. Fehu is all about feeling wealthy within self. And for some of you, I just heard your health is your wealth. So you see how you have the strength here with Orus, and then the Fehu rune here. Your strength, your health, your strength is your wealth. And so some of you are feeling more determined to get fit, for some of you, but fit in a more subconscious way. And in this subconscious way, it's about tapping into your emotions, not getting caught up in the emotions, but also not denying them. And this is balancing things out for you. This is a part of protecting your psyche. This is calling in that wealth of abundance, because you're not afraid of your shadow self. You're not pushing things away. You're actually facing it head on and becoming strengthened in how you're moving forward. Because we all have emotions. You're going to go through every emotion. There's not one that's not going to come up. At times you're going to be sad. At times you're going to be happy. There's times where there's shame. There's time where there's kindness. There's time where you just want to be left alone. You don't want anyone in your energy field. So by allowing yourself to face those emotions wholeheartedly, allowing what's coming up to exist and be free and not try to push it down, it's like you're powerfully shaping your unconscious in a very primal life force kind of a way. So this energy, you're recognizing that it is primal, so it's like untamed. So it needs to be guided in a certain way. But instead of restricting it, instead of forcing it down and acting like it's not there, like if you want to cry, you're releasing it and allowing yourself to cry. If you're not really feeling somebody at the time, you're not faking it and pretending that you do. You're just like, no. Whatever it is, whatever is arising at this time, you're allowing it to exist, not resisting it, not pushing it away, but allowing it to flow. And I get this energy that many of you are recognizing that your thoughts do create reality. So you're learning now to be more kind to yourself as you're going through this transformation. And you're being more patient with yourself. And this patience is bringing in this energy of harmony. Harmony in your emotions. Harmony in feeling more fulfilled. With this Fehu rune here, I'm also getting for some of you that Fehu represents, the actual word is cattle. And so at one point in time, cattle was considered a very vital asset. But it's also an asset that moves. So I get this energy that some of you are like you have mobile assets. Take this as it resonates. So it could be you know what I got this image of, like it could be mobile home. It could be now acquiring land where you can have cattle for some of you, if that's resonating for you. And for others of you, it's also like, because it's mobile assets, you could be acquiring, I heard mobile home, but like cars, van. Do you know those vans and how they're building them out now? Cattle is a mobile asset. So I'm hearing mobile assets. Take that as it resonates, however that resonates for you. Okay? But with this energy of prosperity, of wealth, it's like it's coming in all aspects of your life. So many of you, this wealth is you having a foresight. The foresight, so I'm hearing clairvoyance. You're seeing clearly. You have the foresight to tap into universal energy, especially as you're going through this transformation. And even when things feel like they're all going array around you, you're still trusting and moving according to your own loving rhythm. And that's what's allowing this powerful transformation for many of you at this time. As you're going through this transformation, even with the things that feel like they're bringing up all of these emotions, because with this waterfall, I'm feeling like there's so many emotions for some of you, take it as it resonates, that are coming up in different aspects of life. And as these things are coming up, it's still allowing you to tap into your primal life force, your strength. And this strength is allowing you to see through the illusions. It's allowing you to shift your awareness, even when there feel like there are nasty knots. Nasty knot is speaking of things appearing to go wrong around you. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't things that are going wrong. Life is like an ocean, especially with this Laguz rune here. So when you're on the ocean of life, I'm hearing cosmic waters. All things universal ocean. Water, universal ocean. So all things take water here on earth. There's not one animal, one plant, not one human that can go so long without water, right? It's a vital life force. So being able to see through the illusions and shift your awareness, even when it feels like there are knots in your throat. I'm hearing for some of you, like you're not able to speak as clearly as you want. Knots in your belly for others of you. With card number 47 here, that's 11. It's still a part of the universal plan. And now I'm getting this energy like many of you are seeing through these things that appear to be going so wrong, and you're able to take a different perspective about it. You're able to shift your awareness. As you're shifting your awareness, it's like you're in this energy of creating fresh starts. So instead of getting focused on what's got you all tied up, you're like, okay, how can I take this and move forward? And you're doing this through patience. You're tapping into the universal energy. This is where you're getting that universal ocean, cosmic waters, I keep hearing, right? And so water has its own rhythm. When you're high up on the waves, instead of panicking, you're recognizing that it's just a part of the cycle. It's a part of the rhythm. There are going to be times where the waves are really high, and then there's times where the waves or the ocean is very calm. So even when things don't seem calm around you, or it seems like a nasty knot, you're seeing through the illusion of becoming impatient with yourself, and you're tapping into your own authentic energy because you know that you're supported. Even when the waves are rocky all around you, you know that you are supported still by the universe. That's a part of tapping into that universal ocean. And the ocean is representing the emotional waters. It's teaching you, for many of you with these cycles, many of us, how to be patient within each cycle. Yeah, we like it when it's all rainbows and sunshine, but can you still feel joy in all you do when the ocean feels a little rocky? when there are nasty knots or lumps in your throat, when the waves get high, can you still find that harmony within you to balance everything out? Knowing that you're supported, so that if there are waves in your life at this time and they feel like they're about to overtake you, do you know that you're still supported? And each one of these insects on this card represents something different. So we have the butterfly, and that's about your transformation. Butterfly and the dragonfly, and those both go into their own little cocoon before they emerge as a beautiful butterfly. And the thing with the dragonfly is that it goes into the water for quite some time. 2, 3, sometimes 4 years before it actually grows its wings. And so I'm getting this energy that many of you feel like you've been at this or swimming out in this universal ocean for 2, 3, 4 years. It seems like, will I ever see dry land? Will I ever grow these wings and be able to fly? It's like some of you are like, universe, baby, like, I thank you, Most High God, ancestors. I know y'all been here supporting me. I know you've been carrying me through, but baby, like, please, can I grow my wings and just fly now? And they're like, yeah, be patient, like, for real now, baby girl, homeboy, son, daughter of the universe, daughter of the Most High, son of the Most High, be patient. We have some things we're working on, universal energy, in this universal ocean, and it's allowing for your transformation. So you're going to be able to move to your own loving rhythm, but we're just working a few things out. Continue, they're saying, to be kind to yourself, to be kind, and share the kindness with others, even when it feels like you're getting tired. Because I feel that for some of you, you're just like, I've been at this. Like, some of you are speaking to your ancestors, you're speaking to the Most High, and you're like, yo, just keeping it on the real, like, Most High, ancestors, angels, y'all, I've been at this, and I've been trusting, I've been patient, I'm doing my best to stay kind to myself so that I can stay kind to others. But it still feels like all of these nasty knots all around. So let's do this. Let me go a little deeper for you. Let me find out, what's this nasty knot? Why exactly did this energy come out for you today? Okay? Because everything else on the board is looking so like encouraging, right? So let's find out for the collective. Is there staying in harmony and staying in kindness? As they're going through this transformation, tell them, as they are enduring and doing their best to feel joy in all they do, why is this energy of the nasty knot here? Give us clarity, please, on the nasty knot, card number 47. Why is this energy here? What more does the collective need to know? Yeah, because many of you have been carrying these burdens, and it feels like a burden, and you're just like, oh, I want to drop these sticks right now. No more juggling these pinnacles. And the juggling of the pinnacles could be financially for many of you. For some of you, you've been working 2 jobs, and maybe you're just tired. But you are tapping into that endurance because you know that it's going to bring you wealth. You know that the work you're putting in now is going to benefit you more than you could ever imagine. And not only does it benefit you, because with this collective, if you're tapping into my collective, then you don't do things simply for yourself. Most of you are humanitarians. You are here because you're here to serve the greater good. Not just for self, for those that are to come after you, to make things better and better. But does it get tiresome along the journey? Yes, baby. And the divine is saying they hear you. They do. They hear you. And it can feel like a nasty knot. But as you're juggling, staying balanced, with being kind to self and staying patient, even though it may feel like you're carrying burdens, they want you to feel joy in all you do. Because as you're tapping into that energy of joy, that's going to allow you to call in more of that vibration of things to feel joyful about. If you focus, especially right now with the Orus rune here, what they're wanting you to know, that if you focus on everything feeling like a burden, 10 of Wands, if you focus on always having to work 2 jobs or balance out your finances, or I'm hearing why I'm hearing robbing Peter to pay Paul or just always feeling like there are bills. If you're focusing on that continuously, then baby, at this time, with all the energies that are present, you're going to create more of that. You're very strong in your psychic abilities right now, very strong in what you're creating, what you're manifesting. And so what would be a good idea to focus on right now is to focus on the joy, not the burdens, not the past burdens, not even how you're going to juggle it out and figure it all out. What you're being encouraged to do is to see the end goal and focus on the end goal. Okay, so let me add to that, because a lot of times they say focus on the present moment, and that's true. When you're focusing on the present moment, you want to focus on the things that are joyful in front of you, the things that make you feel joy inside, not the things that dissipate your energy, okay? In each present moment, when you're aware of it, and when you find yourself creating thoughts that are not of a higher vibration, then do your best to see why in that moment you're having those thoughts, because then you're exploring what's coming up. You're being the observer of what's coming up. So as you observe what's coming up, then you'll be more aware of where this is coming from. Just being the observer of it. You don't have to change it. Just seeing when you have not so positive thoughts. And some of you may be having these not so positive thoughts right now, like, am I always going to be carrying these burdens? Am I always going to be juggling the finances or working 2 jobs or whatever this is, you know? These are the nasty knots that are in your mind. And so now you're being guided to observe these thoughts. And then as you're the observer of the thoughts, you're not the thoughts themselves. So you can focus on having joy in all that you do. Focus on why these thoughts are coming so that you can shift your awareness, because it's just strengthening you spiritually, strengthening you. And I'm hearing for a lot of you guys, some of the trials or some of the things you've overcome or some of the things you've been through, even just with your own limiting beliefs, like, you're doing the damn thing is what I'm hearing. And the divine is saying, continue to be your authentic self. Yeah, sometimes you're going to have to be patient with yourself, because transformation isn't always an easy thing. But as you're transforming, you can continue to endure and know that you are supported during this process. It's all a part of the process. The process of healing, and of moving towards love. We have 47 here again, 47 and 47, 11, 11. Bringing stability in love, bringing stability, harmony, balance through healing. Healing of the heart, healing of the mind, and healing of the body for a lot of you, especially with Urus here. And what that speaks of in the mundane is healing of the body. So it's like some of you are needing mental strength right now, or you're strengthening yourself mentally by being your authentic self. And a part of being your authentic self is being okay when you're not okay. Like, you don't have to fake it for nobody. There are times where we're just like feeling like you're out in the sea by yourself, and you're like, Divine, what you taking your girl through? Show me what I need to know, please, and thank you. Oh, is that just me? Yeah, I'll own that. It's all good. I don't know what you go through, or how you speak to the divine, or what comes up whenever you're going through transformations, because as you're leveling up, sometimes it's not easy, baby. It is not. Spiritual warriors, spiritual warriors, when you're developing your psychic, when you're developing psychically, some of you, as you're going through these transformations, probably thought you were losing your minds. Let's keep it real. As you're coming into spiritual truths, it's not always easy. These big changes, these big upgrades, level ups, spiritually, knowing things without knowing how you know them sometimes, for whatever your skill set is. Because if you're spiritual and you're tapped into the divine, and then each of us has gifts. Some of us have multiple gifts, but you have at least one gift. Now, whether your gift is one of the clairs, clairvoyant, clairsentience, claircognizance, clear knowing, clear sight, feeling. Some of you have many of them. Some of you are mediums. Could you imagine the first couple of times you heard something and you thought you were crazy? Let's talk about it. Like today, I just feel like tapping in with y'all and just on a chill vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because some of you were made to feel crazy since you were kids. You had these gifts, you know? And some people may have made you feel like you were crazy. Some of you, they probably wanted to institutionalize you. But now that you're aware spiritually of these gifts and that they are a thing, like even telepathy, some people don't have it, but some of you communicate telepathically. I have heard you. And for those of you who wonder, especially for me, because wow. So for a few days, I haven't been posting. And it's like I could telepathically hear some of you wondering, like, if I'm okay. And I want to thank the ones that actually are concerned from a genuine place. Those that I'm connected to as soul family that actually care and have compassion. You're so appreciated. You are so appreciated. And I want to tell you I'm well, but sometimes we just take a break, and it's okay. I'm still connected with divine, still tapped in. But I can hear the care and the concern from those of you who are actually connected to me in a compassionate way. And I'm thankful for that. I'm so thankful for that. But for those of you who are developing psychically, and this is for a lot of you that are newly realizing and recognize that you have certain gifts, and you may have felt like, am I crazy? Is gang stalking real? Am I hearing things? No, you're gifted, sweetie. These are gifts from the divine. Being a psychic medium and being able to talk to crossed over loved ones doesn't make you evil. It means you're gifted. Not everyone accepts the gifts. Not everyone is thankful for the gifts. Not everyone even wants to receive or use the gifts. But for those of you that answered the call, the divine is saying, good job. Good job on your level up. Good job on answering the call. On your awakening. And these transformations, because they're not easy, especially when you've had these gifts And then you come into forgetting them here in this mundane, and then you're relearning or tapping back into that energy. With this age of Aquarius, many of you are so much more aware of your gifts and now how to use them in a very productive way is the task that's being accomplished, especially when it comes to the divine feminine and harmonizing and balancing things out in that way. When it comes to Mother Earth and raising the vibration and the frequency. For those that present kindness in a humanitarian way, where you're choosing love over fear, where you're speaking your truth even if your voice shakes, where you're letting certain cycles end, the cycle of being afraid or in fear of your psychic gifts and allowing them to develop freely and using them in a very authentic way that is harmonious, that is in a loving vibration, that is raising the vibration and the frequency, that is calling forth the healing of self, of the collective, of the nation, of the earth. It's not always easy. Sometimes it just feels like a nasty knot with many burdens, 10 of Wands, and many things to figure out. Do I keep this ball in the air? Do I let this one drop? Can I keep them both in the air, or should I drop them both? The divine is saying, be flexible with yourself. Because what you're doing is inspiring others, and they'll always send you inspiration as well to keep you going. You just have to look for the signs and the synchronicities that they're sending you. And it will allow you to create and create with others. This sacral chakra, there's 2 cards here from the sacral chakra. That's our creativity center. That's where you tap in with that universal ocean, where you allow yourself to be flexible and flow like the ocean, as you still receive the inspiration from just the sunsets and sunrises around you, all the things that nature and Mother Earth provide. Simplicity. If you look at these 2 cards, it's all about simplicity. There's not a whole lot going on. It's just you and the earth. You and the sun providing vitamin D, energy. You and the oceans, the universal ocean. Feeling joy in all you do. It's not always the easiest of tasks, but the more you're able to tap into that energy, the more you're strengthening your vibration, the more you're strengthening your mind, subconscious, superconscious, unconscious, and conscious. Confirmation. It's the more you're trusting in higher forces. Higher forces that offer healing in mind, body, and soul. Higher forces that reveal truth to you. Higher forces that allow you to feel loved and comforted. That's what the earth offers to all of us. Because without it, no matter how much they go out into space and want to live on another planet, baby, where you at right now, though? Where you at right now in this moment? Where are you? We call it Earth. Some say Gaia. Some call it Tiamat. In all of its transformations, in all of its forms, it's still the place where you are in this present moment. So as you're here in this present moment, we are able to connect with our star ancestors. But as we connect with them and follow the voice of our soul, can we find the wealth in the present moment, in this present place, to make things better and better for those that are to come after us, and in this present moment for self? Does it feel heavy sometimes? Does it feel weighed down? It does. We're in this 3D dimension where everything is slowed down and weighted. And that's why you follow the voice of your soul and connect with the star ancestors. Universal ocean, the stars, but it's connected to Mother Earth. With these two cards, I get as above, so below. Authentically connecting. Many of you are finding ways to trust your talents in these changing times, and that's what you're strengthening. Strengthening your gifts, the gifts of psychic development, the gift of endurance, even when things feel heavy, the gift of healing for those of you who have that gift. Some of you are strengthening the gift of love and being open to it. I'm hearing healing heart chakras, healing throat chakras also, balancing them out so you are able to speak your truth authentically. With this trusting higher forces, do you see how there's the owl that's here? That's the wisdom that's coming. Wisdom as we're on the earth in this present moment, tapping into the cosmos, into universal forces, into wisdom from higher forces. Many of you are developing your third eye abilities with this clear sight, clear cognizant, clear knowing, clear speaking. It's not always easy, and it's okay to own those moments where you feel like it's a little bit burdensome, where you want to drop all of the wands, where you want to release those knots that are in your throat. When there is activation, throat chakra activation, third eye activation, it's like even the winds are speaking. Water, air, earth. And fire. Fire, water, earth, air, all the elements are being activated. For many of you who work with the elemental forces, and if you're not, this is encouragement that maybe some of you may want to activate that energy within you as you're developing psychically. Strengthening your connection, inner knowing. Even when they feel like there's not movement, things are moving. Moving to a place of calmness, I'm getting for many of you. Things are being activated. Even if you, for whatever reason, can't see it or feel it, the divine is wanting you to know that there is an activation that is happening where you're going to, where these burdens, these 10 of Wands are being released. For some of you, the movement feels slow, but yet and still it's moving, and the slowness may be just what you need so that you can slow down and take note of the signs, of the synchronicities, of the activations that are happening all around you, of the psychic development that's occurring for you. Be patient. Be patient and trust in higher forces. I'm going to get you a crystal card for this message to wrap it up. I didn't know where it was going today, but here we are. Collective memory, I'm hearing the astral plane. Love as unity. You are supported. There is transformation that's happening, and transformation is just change. A shift in the awareness. We have the jadeite crystal here. Jadeite is a green crystal. This reminds me of the heart chakra. The jadeite crystal is a symbol of peace and purity. And that's where I just got that. Love as unity, evolution. It's a symbol of peace and purity. It allows vivid visions to come forth, especially with this psychic development here. When it comes to the astral plane, it allows you to dream of walking the astral plane. Interesting. So some of you, when it comes to your psychic development, it's you being more active in the astral plane. And what I'm hearing with this, for some of you, it's like lucid dreaming. So it's like you're dreaming, but you're aware of what's happening when you're in the dream state. And in the dream state is where we have this creation energy. The dream state can also be a time of like when you're in meditation, because you're in that alpha brainwave frequency. But when you're dreaming or you're in the dream state, you tap in on a different frequency. It's theta, delta, more delta and gamma. But it's like some of you work that frequency so well, or you're coming into this psychic development of like when you're in the dream state, when you're tapped into gamma and delta brainwave frequency, you're able to create, you're able to manifest, you're able to do it very powerfully for those of you who are having this psychic development at this time. For many of you, you're definitely strengthening your abilities to balance out your emotions, your abilities to tap into life force energy, your abilities of endurance, your abilities of healing, your abilities of asserting your rights to exist and be free. Okay, so that has been the message for today. I want to thank you for joining me. Again, I want to thank those that reach out to me telepathically, that are concerned when they don't hear from me, that show care and compassion. It's not taken for granted at all. I want to give a shout out to my star family as well, and my soul family, to my ancestors, for the way that they assist me with bringing in harmony and balancing out my connections in everything that I do. And the fact that we're never alone. Hey, I'm gonna share something with y'all. This could probably help somebody out, right? So look, that's how you want to say this. That's a two-edged coin, right? It's like in the beginning when I first story time. Let's do a little story time. How long this video? Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. Story time, right? So like when I first came into these psychic gifts and being aware, and maybe this is going to help someone who's newly discovering your psychic abilities, right? You hear that phrase, you're never alone. So when you start hearing things, feeling things, knowing things, right? You can feel like you're losing it. But then what about those times, especially if you're a person who has been like, you're a loner, you like your alone time, you don't really like to feel like someone's invading your space or your energy. How did you guys take it or manage it when you realize like there's nothing you do that you're actually alone with? Like once I learned to appreciate that fact and be thankful for it, you know, I cherish it now. But in the beginning I was just like what is going on here? How do they know that? How are they saying that? How is this? Like, I don't know about some of you, and I don't even know if I'm giving this story like to the best of my ability. But there was a time where I wasn't as thankful for being as connected and as tapped in as I am. So leave it in the comments. Share with someone else that you may be able to inspire them. When you first came into your gifts, what were some of the things you had to get over? Like now it's easy for me. I can speak to the Most High. I don't mind speaking wherever I'm at. My ancestors, like it's nothing. I actually cherish the fact that they're there in my energy and I can tap in. I cherish that I can connect with my spirit guides and soul team. But at first, and this has to do a lot with my religious upbringing. At first, I was like, am I speaking to the devil? Come on, y'all know, any of y'all that grew up in a Christian in Christian households, you know, they used to say things like let the dead bury the dead. And like when you watch videos and stuff like that, they take your gifts and they make it into something very low vibrational. But it's a gift and it's a tool. So you can take any tool and use it to be negative, and or you can take a tool to build something positive. You know what I mean? So tell me in the beginning, what were some of the hurdles you guys had to overcome as you were developing your spiritual gifts, or as you're becoming more aware now and shifting your awareness of your spiritual gifts and the fact that they are just that, gifts, you know? Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up because I don't want the video to get too long. I want you to make it to this long in the video. And I want to thank you for joining me, Tonae Star, here with Tonae Star Enterprises. Yes, we just went on a voyage with the divine, as above, so below. And join me back here for the next voyage. Never know where we're going. To the cosmos, 5D and beyond, baby. So you know what I say. Always shoot for the moon. And even if you miss, you're still amongst the stars. And you know how we do it. To always let your light shine bright. To let your light shine bright. Always let your light shine bright. To let your light shine bright. Thank you for joining me. And you know, hit that subscribe, like, and share button. Join me for the next voyage. Confirmation.